was only a couple of years ago where my health was on a downward spiral. I had severe digestive problems, and no amount of healthy diet or exercise or medications or surgeries seemed to be able to fix the underlying problem. And maybe you feel the same. I'm talking about to truly feel healthy. You know, you've tried the diets, you've tried the whole exercise thing, but no matter what you do, it's just doesn't seem like you can get your health on track. Most people think they're healthy, but I'll show you how you can be healthier than 99% of people. And there are 4 really simple things that you can do to optimize your health. I call it min-maxing my health. And if you haven't heard the term min-maxing, basically it means using minimal effort to gain maximum results. Actually, it was only 5 months ago that I was feeling really run down, sluggish, I was feeling bloated, and I was plagued with skin issues. I was eating a balanced diet, but I was still struggling to lose belly fat. I had eczema and all these gut problems. But I do have this core belief that what you eat makes a huge difference to your overall health. How you feel your body is probably one of the most important things that you could possibly do. So to maximize my health with as minimal effort as possible, I needed to unbalance my balanced diet. So I decided I was going to eat real food to tip the scales in my benefit. And now this is what I discovered. The more red meat I would eat, the better I would feel. In fact, when I only ate fatty cuts of meat, basically a carnivorous diet, I felt incredible. So get rid of the rabbit food and replace it with animal-only products. As soon as I and thousands of other people did this, we have seen our health completely transform. I reversed my eczema, gained energy like I was 18 again, and all my gut problems and issues just completely disappeared. So the only foods I eat are beef, lamb, chicken, pork, fish, eggs, all dairy, all foods that come from an animal basically. This is the food that your body craves and where true health really begins. So remember to tip the scales in your favor. Okay, so we've sorted everything out in the kitchen, but how are you doing in the bedroom? You might be missing out on huge health benefits if you're not prioritizing your sleep. And I'm not just talking about getting enough sleep. We all know that's important. I'm talking about getting the most out of your sleep with minimal effort, but maximum benefits. First, go to bed on time, okay? Like, we're not kids anymore, so staying up late and going past your bedtime's no longer cool. If you're still going to bed whenever you feel like, you're gonna struggle to wake up in the morning, which is important because you're gonna want to set an alarm to wake up at the same time every single day. Yep, even on weekends. This gets your internal clock into a predictable rhythm. Getting your mind into this rhythm is key if you never want brain fog again. Do this simple thing of going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day, and you will unlock capabilities in your mind you never thought were possible. Now, what if you find yourself waking up during the night and not experiencing a truly restful sleep? Now, this is where it gets interesting. There are certain technologies that we can leverage to get yourself into a deeper sleep. And best of all, it runs on autopilot. So once you've set it up, you won't have to lift a finger. Now, the first piece of technology that I use to deepen my sleep are these lights. Now, they're nothing special. I'm pretty sure I just got these from IKEA. But what makes this special is the smart lights that I put inside. Again, these aren't any special lights. They're just smart lights with a full range of color. But what I've done is I've got them to automatically switch to red when the sun sets. Not only is it a vibe, but it gets my body relaxed and ready to rest. But if you're anything like me and you're constantly plugged into the matrix, always on your phone, maybe your laptop or watching TV, well, I hate to break it to you, but the blue light that's emitted from the screen suppresses the production of the sleep hormone melatonin, completely disrupting your internal clock. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you have to stop using your devices and you have to read a book before you go to bed, because nobody could tell me to do that. Instead, you can set your screen's devices to go to red, cutting out that harmful blue light. Do you know what the deadliest legal drug that you're probably already addicted to? It's not alcohol or cigarettes. It's hidden in your fridge, your pantry, and woven into your daily routine. It's sugar. The socially acceptable drug that is killing us. Sugary drinks alone contribute to 250,000 deaths each year, linked to 2.2 million new diabetes cases and 1.2 million cardiovascular cases annually. Put simply, This stuff is bad. So if you want to be healthier than 99% of people, get on the carnivore diet and cut sugar out of your life completely. But like breaking up with the toxic ex, you might want to go back to it from time to time. So how do you curb sugar cravings? First, eat until you're full. Hunger is the major culprit for sugar cravings, so make sure you're eating enough that you feel satisfied at each meal. Plan out every meal in advance so there's no guesswork when it comes to mealtime. Now, if you're interested in the carnivore diet, I have a meal plan that has already laid out everything for you. Check the description to get mine. But if that doesn't work and you're still craving something sweet, then reach for a glass of milk instead of that chocolatey snack. And before you roll your eyes like a glass of milk is going to satisfy your sugar craving, just trust me, 7 days on the carnivore diet, a glass of milk will feel like the sweetest dessert. Okay, we've fixed your diet, we've optimized your sleep, and we've cut out all sugar. So what's left? We're missing the best thing that will sustain your health long term. You might have already guessed it, it's exercise. Look, I get it. Incorporating a regular exercise routine could be one of the biggest challenges to overcome in your health journey. I know this all too well. It wasn't that long ago where I was struggling to get out of bed to go exercise. I kept setting my alarm for 5 a.m. because I'm thinking I'm going to get up early and go to the gym. But then 5 turned into 5:30, then turned into 6, then turned into 7, and well, I guess every day turned into a rest day. I knew I needed to exercise, but I was caught in this cycle of sleeping in and making excuses of why I couldn't exercise that day. How did I break the cycle of constantly making excuses and skipping going to the gym to going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week and actually looking forward to it and really being a highlight of my day? It was simple. I gave up on having this idea of the perfect routine. I told myself no matter what time I wake up, I'm going to the gym first thing. Even if I only had time to go to the gym and just look outside of the building and then drive back home, I was going to go. So I would wake up, put on my exercise gear and drive to the gym. In the beginning, I would sleep in and I didn't have much time for many exercises. Maybe I fit in 1 or 2. This motivated me to get up a little bit earlier each time because once I was actually at the gym, I was glad I was there. And I always felt more energized for the rest of the day. You know, exercise isn't just to sweat your butt off so you can burn calories and lose weight. That's only scratching the surface of why exercise is important. This is about feeling energized, not just in the morning, but in the afternoon, in the evenings, at night, all day. And to get energy, you need to give energy. It was just these simple things, from eating more meat to getting better sleep, cutting out all sugar, and exercising regularly, that has completely fixed my chronic digestive problems and reversed the eczema. And it can be really easy to incorporate into everyday life. If one thing jumped out at you, do it. Don't worry about doing the whole list of things that I spelled out into this video. Just by taking small incremental steps each day will put you in the top 1% of people who truly feel healthy.